Good morning. Good morning. My guts are talking to me. I'm like, what's going on? We're going to have a problem here? Good morning. Oh, thanks, Al. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It is a simply gorgeous morning outside. There's a beautiful breeze. It is August. Why does it look like it's October? So we went from the seventh depths of hell in heat to, oh, look, I want to have a bonfire. I can't wait for a bonfire. It had just been too hot. I want to sit out and I want to drum and I want to just relax and just enjoy nature in a moment of time, right? Just find that peace. Just anybody else just love. Am I here? I lived Teresa a long time no see. All of a sudden everything will go dark and you'll disappear on us. Am I good? Am I good? But I would love to have, we're going to have something here at the house where we'll just have an evening of drumming circle, and that'll be beautiful. I've been working on the camper yesterday. So before class last night, I had just come in because I had the camper window out, and I'm redoing. I'm so ready for autumn, right? I'm redoing this Shasta camper so that we can take it out west with us to Sedona. And it's really adorable, you guys. Her name is Agatha, and I'm trying to figure out how to I'm looking for material for the inside of Agatha. She's a 1961 Shasta and all wood inside. She's adorable. I'm thinking black cats and teal. I don't know. Oh yeah, because of the belly issues. Yeah, it might all of a sudden go dark and I'll be back. Maybe I can have Buford come in and bark to entertain everybody. But I'm working on this camper, and I got the window out yesterday, and I'm like, okay, there's no rain in the forecast. And it started to downpour at our house, and I'm like, what the heck? So I was struggling to get the window back in before class last night. I was very, very hurried because I have the suction cups with the window, and Sam's on the outside. I'm like, I gotta go. I can't stay here. But anyway, so I'm having fun doing that. It's a project because I needed one. Yeah. But anyhow, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun? Good morning, everybody. Had so much fun on last night's class. I know I talked a lot. Future classes will be very interactive. The recording will be up. So what I think I'm going to have to do, though, with the way our website is set up, I'm going to upload it onto our website, not onto Facebook. It'll get lost on Facebook. And I'll probably put it on YouTube, but maybe, I don't know. I kind of want you guys to have an exclusive area to watch it, the people that sign up for it. So nice, easy weekend. Good. And I think that I'm going to put it on My Mystical Life so you guys can just access it and it'll be in order. But anyhow, I've been looking at that this morning. I've been looking at a couple things this morning. Busy. This weekend, what do I have going on this weekend? So Saturday, Mr. Fry is doing some readings in the store, and then he has to rush to Fort Wayne. So Teresa, thank you for that, because that helped us. You're changing your time, helped us so much. And then we have a brand new front desk coming for the store, which is really, really cool. I'm excited about that. Look at me. It's exciting. I get a desk to rap on. It's so exciting. So that's coming back in on Saturday. Sam's going to get that. But on Sunday, I will be in Sandusky at the Firelands Winery, doing readings with one of my original teachers, Donna Bretz. And I'm just so excited to get to go spend time with her and connect with a bunch of other intuitives and just have a nice, hopefully laid back reading day. And then since I'm going to be in Sandusky, I have a friend over there and I'm going to go have dinner with her. It's just going to be a nice Sunday. Sometimes we just have to sit back and relax and be like, you know what? We don't have to work all the time. Yeah. But she set up an expo over there, a small reading expo. So I'm excited. And I've been able to help her because she's not very techie. And not that I'm super techie, but I have learned some things over time. So I got to help her set some things up. And that was fun, Anyways, so here we are. Here we are. And hopefully everybody does the same. Nice, relaxing, tranquil. There we go. So the next class will be in about a month. It'll be after we come back from Sedona and before we go to Illinois. So it'll be in that last week of the month time frame. And there will be emails that go out about that. You're going to a place to listen to music this weekend. How nice. You know what? This is going to make me sound like an old person. There is a thing coming up in Fort Wayne that I want to go to in the worst way, but I'm not paying $400 a ticket. I'm not going to do it. I won't. I refuse. Martin Short and Steve Martin will be doing an online a stage presentation, a comedy presentation in Fort Wayne. I want to go. But no, thank you. Well, how cool to see two comedic greats like that, right? Never mind, I'll just watch Only Murders in the Building. Forget about it. Okay. I do enjoy that program. So onward. What is that? I keep looking at it. What is it? How and where did this come from? I have a rose petal on my desk. I have a rose petal on my desk. Where the heck did that come from? Is it my journal? Look at me, I'm all confused. Like, how did a rose petal get on my desk? I don't know, but while we were in class last night, we were sitting here and we were doing, I think it was during practice time. There are more. So maybe it is. Okay, it's from here. I wonder what they're from. You should always write notes about what stuff that they come from. Good morning, Jody. I saw your purse. How beautiful. I saw you making purses. So we were sitting here last night doing class, psychic development class, and we heard, I don't even know what it was. It sounded like a small cat. It was a small sound. It wasn't like a cat sound. It was a small sound, and it popped up over here in our office. And I'm like, that's interesting, because we don't usually have paranormal things happen in our home. That sounds like, you should, like, if you're an intuitive, you should have all this kind of stuff going on all the time, but I don't invite it in all the time. So, but I was just like really surprised. They're like, look at all the people that are doing this work. And it just kind of popped in. No, it wasn't a mouse. It was loud enough, Shibli, that people online heard it. And I was like, what the hell? But there was nothing in here with us. So the farmhouse is built in the 1870s or something like that. So mice is not out of the possibility, but it was not a mouse. Okay, moving on. You guys, if everybody would share one time, that'd be fabulous. And whether it's to your group, a friend, a page, whatever. It was interesting. It'll be on the recording. So to be able to access the recording, I'm figuring it out because we had 50 some odd people sign up for the psychic development class. And I want everybody to be able to get access to it, but I don't want it to be lost. And I need to be able to keep everything active. Right. Okay. All right. So can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's see who is here first and foremost. And then we will move on to doing some readings this morning. Yeah, Mr. Fry, he's snarky. He's super snarky. I thought I trained him right. I've had him a while. I have this new creamer. I'm watching. I'm waiting for there's lag this morning. And it's cherry cordial. Yummy. And my coffee comes from, is it Green World over on Haleiwa on Oahu? I think it's Green World. I haven't looked at it in a while. But it's called sexual chocolate. So you put cherry cordial on top of sexual chocolate coffee. Okay. Yeah, you can only do so much to train them. Honestly. Okay. Let's go with Missy Schwab this morning. Missy, good morning. I would love you to work on your throat chakra. As I'm like looking around for which deck of card do I want to use, I get, you should be singing about something. Good morning, everybody. You should be really projecting your opinion about something. And by the way, other people's opinion of what your opinion is really none of your business. They can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. But you really need to be talking a little bit more, exercising your throat chakra in some areas. And then in some areas, they're like, you need to pull back a little bit. It's so funny. Good morning, Carol Lee. Because they're like, you need to find balance within your sharing. Because the things that are really important, I think you're not really talking too much about. I've got to call that person. Look at me. I'm a list maker. So let's see. And the other thing I want to say for you, Missy. First of all, you're still here, right? Morning from the porch in Nova Scotia. Donna, good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. Missy, you're still here, right? Just double checking. Because I don't want you to miss this piece. If you're not here, right? Do, 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 do. Oh no, I hope she didn't leave. You're okay. Good. Okay. I want you to keep your chin up. I have somebody going chin up. And I know this is from a cartoon. Somebody will know it. It's chin up, but a little da. If somebody remembers what it's from, please let me know because I never remember. And I have one guide that uses this. And this is the guide that's like, hey, quit watching the ground for the next rock to be in front of you. Look up and just have confidence in the fact that you know which way you want to go in your life. I know it's a weird way to get that information across, right? But they're saying keep your chin up. Always look forward. Don't look behind you. Don't live in the depression of some things that might have happened. Chitty chitty bang bang. Is it chitty chitty? I love that program. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. Don't live in the depression of what has happened is so important. Don't live back there. Only go forward. And don't look down. We're always looking to stumble. What are we going to fall over when we're looking down? Now, this is not literal. Please do not fall. And then call me and be like, hey, okay, your walking is your business. But they are saying, pay attention to the future and less about what has happened in your life. And I find this a lot, because, and it's not a trend. I'm not saying it's a trend. Everybody wanted to do soul retrieval. They wanted to do inner child work. They want to do all this deep healing on different levels, blah, 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 right? But instead of doing the healing and saying, that's behind me, I don't have to deal with that anymore, and moving on and loving that moment, good, bad, ugly, and different, they beat themselves up about it over and over and over and don't know when healed is enough healed. Love the moment that is behind you, that you are stressed or aggravated about, and be like, there's nothing I can do to change it. So I'm going to send love to that. And then I'm going to move forward because the sunshine is in front of me, right? The sunrise is directly there. Let's just walk into that light and that warmth. I want you to feel that warmth as well. I'm so glad that resonates with you, because they're like, chin up. I almost feel like somebody said that to you in life, like, keep your chin up. Quit looking at the ground. Quit looking at the ground when you walk. Look up. So I hope that's helpful. All right. Moving on. Notice I just kind of stumbled in here today. I said, screw it. Let's do it. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Good morning, Zenny. How are you this morning? All right. So you guys, if you guys go to, oh no, we already did that. We did that last night. Never mind. Look at me. I'm on autopilot. I would appreciate anybody that goes to facebook.com, Inner Peace Expo. We're trying to boost our numbers. It is a brand new page. We have the Inner Peace Expo happening in Napoleon, Ohio next March. It's amazing how many spaces we've already filled already. Just showing, yes, they did, and they have passed. It's those messages come across and they just like, come on. Just know that's validation that they're around you. What do we have going on? So the next psychic development class will be between Sedona and Paracon. So it's going to be like the last weekend in September, and I will have that set up here in the next week or so everybody can make sure that they have the Zoom room link for that. I know that people had the Zoom room link and they couldn't get in. I have no idea why. They showed me all this code and I'm like, hell, I don't know. I just give out this thing and it clicks it. But once I start doing the class, then I don't monitor any of my messages. So if you missed coming in, I'm very, very sorry. We still have a couple spaces available in Sedona. We're really excited. They've been filling up and we only have a couple left, and we are getting ready to get packing here in the next week and a half. Sam and I are leaving early to head out because Sam's cooking. We have to take our smoker and all the stuff that goes with it out there with us as well. So we're packing that up. But what else do we have going on? All right, can I get another whoop whoop in the room? Monologuing. You figured yours out. You needed to download an update. Oh, okay. That's good to know, Missy. That is so good to know. The recording will be available. That I have to do some magic behind the scenes here to make that happen. So there will be an email out to people that signed up for the class when that is available, and you guys will have directions on how to get to it. So there you go. There we go. Mm-hmm. Over the rainbow, way up high. Birds fly over the rainbow. Mm-hmm. This is for Jody Keller. Jody Keller. I'm supposed to pull for you from two different decks of cards. But first of all, I want to go into Over the Rainbow. I know that you have new things going on in life, right? It's just such a beautiful song, isn't it, Jody? I have a bunch of people. That song was played at your mom's funeral. It was, so it's really interesting because normally when I get that song, it is making a decision, right? It's usually which way are we going to go? Which way are we going to go? But it was more of the Hawaiian rendition of it. It was very lulling and very very soft feeling as it come across like a hug. So that would be validation that your mom's coming, because I normally I'm like, okay, I can tell you that you're going to need to take which path are you going to take, but it was just such a beautiful feeling to that song. So that's that validation there. That's the one you played, Jody Keller, at her funeral. You know, there's this wonderful statue down in Waimea on Oahu of that gentleman that went in. He just recorded that in one swipe. He just went in the middle of the night and just recorded it. No edits, nothing. How amazing is that? But he's like a local hero down there in Waimea, and it's really, really beautiful. I'm supposed to pull for you from two different decks, and they're both tarot decks. So it's not like love, hardcore stuff and then fluffy. They're like, there's hardcore and then there's harder core. Sorry. They're talking about some of the things that have been handed to you in this lifetime they seem difficult, right? But, and this is where this is right here. They seem difficult, but they're still gifts. Lesson is a lesson. It's still a gift, no matter whether it sucked or it was great. It's still a gift. And look at the things. You need to be able to look at the things that are behind you and say, this has brought me where I am today in a very productive way, and not us. This is not even one of my words that I would use, self-deprecating way. They want you to look at things as, here we are, and this is why we're here, and we're stronger for it, kind of thing. But now what you need to be doing is not being stagnant in that energy. They want, and I love this because we pick the thing out of the reading of the card that stands out to us. And yay, horse, there's a horse, right? But that is what stands out to me most, is that white horse. Now, when I have animal totems come out and represent themselves, they mean something in regards to color and age and what kind of animal they are. So when I'm doing just an animal totem reading, that's what I work on. And the fact that this is a white horse that stood out to me, I never pay attention to the horses on the cards. We have horses. Jody has horses too, guys. This is just a thing. It just doesn't. It's old hat. It's not a pretty horse. Good Lord, Mom, you scared me. You just startled me. I'm so sorry that startled me, but it did. Good morning, Mom. How are you? We are well. I hope you are too. Not my mom, you guys. Katrina's mom. Chin Up is from Scarlet's Web. That's right. Thank you, Missy. But this horses are the healers of the animal kingdom. Okay, Jody Keller, they're the healers of the animal kingdom. And the fact that this is a white horse says it's time to move beyond. It's time to start moving into your wisdom phase of your life. Not your, I'm so sorry. It just startled me. That's all. It just startled me. And it almost took me to tears, like right out the gate. So that's all. Anyhow, Jody Keller, it is time to start moving into your wisdom stage of life and being more discerning about who you let into your circle, because now it's time to be a master of your own emotions and not somebody else being in charge of your stuff, right? Not having some, and that's from that. This is the oldest deck of cards I have is I can't remember what they're called, but man, are they always accurate? They have their like wonderful little case they always go back into. And then the other ones I'm supposed to read from are here. Okay, sorry, that got me. For those that don't know, Katrina's mom is on. Katrina McCabe's mom's on, and Katrina passed away several months ago. And it just, when she popped up on Katrina's page, it just kind of got me. But everybody give Katrina's mom, I cannot remember your name. I'm so sorry. Give me your name. Give me your name so we can all say good morning properly. Oh, you're not done, Jody Keller. Oh, not there, right here. Ah, okay. It's time to quit judging yourself. Cheryl, thank you, Cheryl. And I will ask you that again, by the way, because I won't remember. But for today's purposes, I will, I swear. Okay. Jody Keller, please do not judge yourself for anything that's happened. Do not do that. Okay? Past is past. That's dwelling, beating yourself up over things that you can't change, right? But you can only move forward. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's not productive. That's what they want you to know. That's the only card I'm supposed to pull from that deck. So there we go. All right. Here we are. Okay. Promise. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Absolutely send and love your way, Cheryl. Everything made perfect sense, Jody Keller. That's perfect. Right? Because it doesn't have to make sense to me. I just drop the truth bombs and move on. You're like, here you go. Good morning. I didn't get back to you last night, Jesse. I'm sorry. The validation from your mom's awesome. Isn't that neat how that comes in, though? Because it'll come through and I don't even pay attention to it because I'm just like, oh, that's so peaceful feeling this morning. And I don't even feel like it's like, let's choose a path. So that's really amazing. Let's see. Let's go with Michella Williams. Is that what I said? Michella Williams. Did I do it right? Michella. Is it Michella? Ooh, Michella has something coming up. Ooh, and I have a sneeze. Well. Yeah, Jesse. Excuse me. You know how weird it is now to get a phone call? Close enough. Is it Michaela? Michaela. I really like to get the name right. There's a lot of energy in the name, you guys. You know how weird it is to get a phone call? Like, I've called a couple people and they answer the phone and they're like, hello? What? Thank you, guys. Okay. I want to talk about stepping forward fearlessly. And in this life, sometimes that's really difficult to do. They're talking about a lot of potholes along the way. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Mikala. Okay, I love it. I would not have got that. So they're talking about stepping forward fearlessly. And there are potholes, by the way. So you have somebody that's like really having a good time with this. They're like, look at the pothole over here and look at the pothole over here. You just have to learn how to walk the lines between the potholes, but walk forward in whatever opportunity you have coming up. And they actually give a time frame in the next between now and the next 3 months. You have something that's going to be laid in front of you, and it's going to be an opportunity. And I actually have, I'm sorry, that was a glitch. Shit, that looks weird online. A guide over here that says, That's his only thing to do is it involves money. He talks about involves money. I will never tell you guys you're going to win the lottery. Okay. I'm not going to do that. That's not my job. If you want to win the lottery, you may not even play the lottery. I'm not going to tell you that. But when I said there's money coming in, it's earned money. It's money that is deserved. It is money that you have put yourself out there and there's a return coming back, is what they're saying. They're like, and there's somebody like, good job. Good job. So somebody on the other side is really paying attention to what you're doing and they're enjoying some of the hard work that they're watching you do or the productivity. There's something that they're going, you know what? This is what life is about. This is about being productive and feeling 100%. And if you're not feeling 100% right now, give yourself a little bit of time. Give yourself a pat on the back and start going, you know what? I am proud of myself. They want you to tell yourself how proud of yourself you are. We don't do that enough, you guys. Good morning, Crystal. We don't do that enough. We don't say, God bless America. I am freaking amazing. And that's not ego, you guys. That is appreciating the rewards of your work. We are allowed to have ego. Ego is actually what keeps us alive. The thought that we value ourselves enough to keep ourselves breathing in and out, right? Have a good afternoon, Jesse. So show yourself some appreciation. Are you an intuitive? Okay, let me rephrase that. I spent a whole evening last night in psychic development class telling everybody that they're psychics. You are an intuitive, but do you practice at all? Are you aware of your intuition? I hear you, Crystal. I hear you. Right? She says, I'm trying and I'm proud of myself, just hanging in there as strong as I can. More like pushing. Absolutely. Absolutely. What are you guys proud of yourself for? Give yourself an attaboy. Put it in the comments today. What are you proud of yourself for? Okay. Can be, but no. Yes, I am. Okay. So this is why I asked this, right? Because you are. And you're more of a healer, though. And there's really not a whole lot of difference. You have good flow. You have good energy flow through the body. And that's what makes a great healer, because they gave me like the feeling of the crown chakra opening. It's an amazing feeling, you guys. So what they're saying is start to find some flow and allow things. Look up energy working. If you can take a Reiki class, take it. Find your niche, because I really think you have the niche of a couple different things. I think energy healer would be wonderful. That's awesome, Jody. I think energy healing would be wonderful for you, not only for being able to help others, but first and foremost will help you. It is going to increase your self-confidence and your self-esteem exponentially. It is going to change who you are. It does. Once you start to get that feeling of, I am so much more than this meat suit. Oh my God, you guys, life changes. Life changes. And not in a look what I can do kind of way, but look what we all can do. Look how supported we all are. And you never feel alone again. So that's what I hope for you. Because then after you get a good handle on that, you can step off into mediumship. Absolutely. I would love to see that for you, because I think that's going to take you up a level in this lifetime. Take you up a couple levels, actually. We call that leveling up. She's like, this is not the kind of reading I thought I was getting. I know, right? I don't do anything like anybody else does. None of us do. So, and then there's a card for you, because they're like, she needs an uplifting card that is going to just be a feather in the cap today. Oh crap, I almost dropped the whole card. You know how long it would take if I dropped all the cards? Perfect. Archangel Raphael talks about He's the healer, right? He's the healer, validation, but this is healing mind, body, spirit, soul, the whole 9 yards. Finding your groove, finding your rhythm. If I drop the whole deck, they're all volunteers. Then how long that's going to take? It's a while. Samuel Fuckler, good morning. Oh my, I've been told I can and I will be able to do mediumship. We actually will have a mediumship class. It will be a free mediumship class. We just started the free psychic intuitive development class online. It's a Zoom class. Go to, where are we going? mymysticallife.com and sign up on the newsletter so you know when we're having them. And it's a thing. It's just a free class that we're doing. It's fun. Last night was a lot of little incidental information. And then the next class we're going to be going over, we'll do ground setting and protection meditation. We're going to talk about different types of meditation. Hello from New Zealand. And doing a couple different types of meditation as well. Getting our groundwork in to do this successfully, not just jumping in and go, we're going to do a psychic game, which we can do, but I want you to go and protect it in confidence. That's how you build an intuitive. That's how you build a strong base for an intuitive. You go in and you go, okay, I'm not just, because of imposter syndrome's a big deal. Imposter syndrome's a thing, you guys. I had it probably, I don't know, the first 5 or 6 years I had imposter syndrome, where you just feel like you're faking it. And now I just go, screw it. Let's just tell them what I get. What the imaginary thing in the sky tells me to tell people. No, I mean, we have to have faith in that. And once you step into that and you start to see people, this is what creates it. This is what creates the wow. When you give somebody a reading and you just pulled it out of the air and they go, I can validate all that. And you go, really? Do a couple of those and then you start feeling good about yourself and you just let go and you say, let go, let God. And you move on. Anyways, so this is one thing that I can do. I can go through the list tonight and do this for you guys. Shuli says, Lisa, do you think I have the ability? What do you think I have the ability to do? And because I feel like this is, I do this because I tortured the first intuitive I talked to that was helping me. And I kept going, but what I have to know, because I have to pre-plan. I have to plan this. I have to know what my intuition is going to be. What are my skills going to be? Because I have to plan that. And she laughed at me for about 2 hours. And I didn't understand why. I was like, no, but I have to schedule this. Whatever. But I think this is my guide's joke about that. So I do get to tell you what, you're in the UK. Haven't had a reading for a while. You're in the UK. Perfect. I'm so glad you were in here today. So I do work with clairs. I get to tell people what their clairs are. Shubli, I can tell you you're clairvoyant. Even if you don't realize it. Clairvoyance, you guys, is working with your imagination. I know a lot of people go, well, I don't know if it was my imagination. Yes, it was. Because you have to have a pool to fish from when you're working with clairvoyance and clairaudience and all those clairs. You are working with your imagination. So please don't think they're two different things. They are of the same book. Okay. So clairvoyance and you have to get rid of some of the anxiety you have in your life. But you can step off and do a little bit of mediumship as well. Any suggestions when you feel no spiritual connectivity, when you feel spiritually disconnected? What I'm going to tell you, Tiff, is I think that you're not catching your signs, because I feel like they're lobbing softballs at your head and you're just not paying attention. And it's so funny because like one of your guides shows like throwing softballs at you and you just kind of like bat right through them like they're snowballs. And you're like, nope, not going to pay attention to that one. Not going to pay attention to that one. And it is, it's so common. So don't beat yourself up about it. It's so common to not notice the signs or the little pieces of validation because they're so often that we have incorporated them into our lives and they're now just common to us, right? So Start paying attention to things like your internal dialogue. Do you see animal totems popping up? Have you asked for validation and not dimes and quarters and feathers? Have you asked for specific things? I want to hear a specific song. I want to see a specific bird. I want to see a specific piece of art in my day. Have you asked for the specific, for it to be specific? Give them the opportunity to wow you, and they will, because they're there. You may feel disconnected. You may feel disconnected, but they're not disconnected from you. Have faith in that. All right. Oh, Shelly Clayton says, my intuition has always been strong and I always go with what my gut tells me. And sometimes I have dreams and either that night or a couple nights later, it comes true. That is precog. I'm glad I don't have precog. It's just not something I care to have. Mr. Fry, good morning, Mr. Fry. Good morning, Mr. Fry. What's the difference between, oh, this is a great question, Shubli. What's the difference between clairvoyant and mediumship? They're totally different things. Totally different things. So clairvoyant is a clair, right? That's a psychic clair. And when we're dealing with a psychic clair, we are dealing within a person's energetic field. So say I have somebody that's sitting here with me or on the internet here, and this is how this works. This is why I ask for people to whoop whoop, right? It's just a word. I could have said, hey, say, I don't know, polka dot, and it would do the same thing. It's just me getting the vibration off of your post. Like I can see that little bitty, I don't see your face really, but I get an energy. Yes. So clairvoyant is a psychic clair. If I'm stepping into somebody's energy, I'm stepping into their energy. Like I'm stepping over there. And I get in there. But when I am working mediumistically, I am inviting other energies into my energy. I'm inviting an energy to come in here and talk to me. So it's two different things. One's that way, one's this way. It's amazing. Really it is. Well, let's see. I've been seeing lots of butterflies and my clients yesterday when butterfly landed only a foot away from me and sat there for a good 3 minutes. I even walked by it and opened the door and it didn't fly away. Butterflies this year seem to be a thing, don't they? Jody says, I almost spit my coffee out with a visual of a ball flying at someone's head by a guide. Oh, God. Right? But that's exactly what they show. They're like, we're lobbing these easy ones at this person and they're just not doing it. Thank you. I think both of your classes are amazing. Oh, thank you. I will definitely start trying to look for the signs. I just know I'm not hearing and seeing things like I used to. That's okay, Tiff. Don't beat yourself up over it. We have ebb and flow, but maybe ask more. And if you feel like you need to, meditate a little bit. And I don't care if it's 2 minutes, sitting in your car, hiding from the world. It's my favorite place sometimes. Like right there before I go in the house, I might just sit there and close my eyes and just chill for a minute, trying to get my shit back together so I can go in to do the next thing, right? And so 2 minutes is better than no minutes of just closing your eyes and sitting with yourself. It's important. Crystal says, I feel like I need to tap into my gifts because I'm not really using them while all these trials I'm going through right now. How do I really tap into them when I really don't know I'm using basics? That's the start. That's where you start, Crystal. That's where you start. Don't overload yourself and give yourself too many expectations because expectations kind of squash this. It was so beautiful. I saw every detail in that butterfly. It was a black butterfly with blue. That had color blue on the lower wing. Red and had blue dots. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the butterfly, but they are truly gorgeous, aren't they? They are beautiful. Good morning. We've had a nice question and answer morning. This is good. I like it. I'm a reader, but I feel as if I'm a teacher first and foremost. I do love helping other people have the aha moments that leads to something totally different in their life. You know, it's life-changing for a lot of people. realize that they're not alone. And I think that is the first and most important lesson of when you step into your intuition is you're not alone. You're never alone. Like you kind of like shower. Like, am I alone? No, I'm kidding. Never had an energy in the shower. Yeah, no. Uh, I hear people speak to me. Yeah. I would write that down, Shubli. What you hear, write down, and then you can build on it and create a conversation that way. And also, they will. You can do automatic writing that way too. Really awesome. I expect shower comments. Anyhow, yeah. So Heather, she's local too. You will absolutely love Crystal if you haven't already met Crystal. And I remember her name now. That's how often she comes in, Heather. You know. You know how it is. Okay. All right, everybody. Here I go. Find light, find love, find joy. Wow. Feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were sitting here, he would say, may the light be with you always. I would like to hire a maid today because I'm going to clean my house. I don't want to. Maybe I will. My guts don't feel quite right. And oh yeah, you'll love Heather and Crystal. You'll love Heather. Heather, you love Crystal. Just sweet. Nice peoples. Nice peoples. All right. We do have drumming circle this Saturday at 11, you guys. Not drumming circle. Sorry about that. We do have sound bowls this weekend, 11 o'clock on Saturday. Next weekend, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I think it's Friday night. I have to look. I think it's Friday night. We have drumming circle at the store. So, yay, right? Yay. We haven't done that in a while. And it's a wonderful reason to come together and make noise. All right, everybody. Shelly, I would have taken you up on it too. I just don't want to do it. All right, everybody.